Welcome to the Debt Payoff Tracker. This is a real workbook demonstration, not a slide presentation. I will use the cursor as a pointer and show the exact order of use. Begin on Start Here. The workbook includes Setup, Debt List, Dashboard, Snowball, Avalanche, Custom Strategy, Payment Schedule, Extra Payment Planner, Credit Utilization, Home Loan, and Summary. The normal workflow is simple. Enter settings, list every debt once, compare strategies, review the dashboard, then update the monthly schedule. Use a desktop or laptop for initial setup, and keep one original copy unchanged before entering personal information. Open Setup. This short table controls the plan. Currency changes the money symbol. Start Month controls the first month in the schedule. Default Strategy records the method you intend to follow. Monthly Extra Payment is the amount paid above the required minimums. Target Utilization is the warning level used when reviewing credit cards. An emergency buffer reminds you not to send every available dollar to debt. I will select the monthly extra payment cell and change it from $250 to $400. Then I will change the default strategy to Snowball. These are ordinary input cells. Press Enter after each change and keep the setting names unchanged. Now open Debt List. This is the main data entry sheet, and every strategy depends on it. Each row contains a debt name, debt type, starting balance, annual percentage rate, minimum payment, credit limit, start date, notes, and status. I will edit the store card row. First, I will reduce its balance from $1,900 to $1,600. Next, I will increase the minimum payment from $75 to $90. I will also point to the credit limit and status columns. Credit limits are important for credit cards, but they can remain zero for non-credit debts. Enter rates as percentages, use real dates, and keep one debt on each row. After editing, scan the row again before trusting any summary. Open Dashboard and watch how the workbook summarizes the information from Debt List. The left table shows total starting balance, total minimum payments, the monthly extra payment from setup, estimated monthly payoff amount, credit card balance, credit limit, utilization, and the number of debts. The debt table below lists each account and balance. On the right, the bar chart compares balances visually. Because I changed the store card balance in the extra payment setting, the related totals are different from the original file. The dashboard is a review page. Do not type over the formulas or chart area. When a number looks wrong, return to Setup or Debt List and correct the source entry. Next, compare the payoff strategies. Snowball places the smallest balance first, which creates quick visible wins and can help motivation. Avalanche places the highest annual percentage rate first, which is usually better for reducing interest cost. Custom Strategy lets you assign your own order when family needs, business priorities, or credit concerns matter more than a strict mathematical rule. I will move the cursor across the order, balance, rate, minimum payment, extra pool, and reason columns on each strategy sheet. These are output views. Use them to compare the order, but do not overwrite the results unless you are intentionally customizing a working copy. Once you choose a method, follow it consistently long enough to see progress. Open Payment Schedule. This is the month-by-month action plan. The table shows the month, combined minimum payments, extra payment, total plan payment, pay percentage, status, and notes. I will enter 1% in the first month's progress field as a sample update, and then change the status from plan to paid. This is how the schedule becomes a real tracking tool instead of a static forecast. At the end of each month, record the progress reached, update the payment status, add a short note if needed, and then review the next row. The chart on the right is separated from the table so the data remains readable. Open Extra Payment Planner. This sheet compares several realistic payment levels, from the base plan to larger monthly additions. Use it before committing to an amount that would remove your emergency buffer. I will point to the scenario, extra payment, total monthly payment, and notes columns. Next, open Credit Utilization. The balances and limits come from the credit card rows and debt list. The utilization percentage is calculated for each card and for the total portfolio. Because the store card balance was reduced, its utilization is now lower. The risk column highlights cards above the target level. Use this sheet as a warning and planning view, not as a replacement for your lender statements or credit report. Open Home Loan. This separate view is designed for a mortgage or another long-term fixed loan. The input area shows current balance, annual rate, monthly payment, extra principal, escrow, and estimated total monthly cost. I will change extra principal from $100 to $250, then move the cursor to the amortization rows below. The monthly table separates interest, principal, extra principal, and ending balance so you can see how the balance changes over time. Use the actual lender payment and rate, and remember that taxes, insurance, fees, and changing rates can make a real statement differ from a simplified planning model. Finish on summary. This page reminds you that Snowball is strongest for motivation, Avalanche is strongest for interest savings, and Custom Strategy is strongest for flexible control. The Quality Check section confirms the workbook structure and chart separation. The complete routine is Update Setup, Enter or Revise Debts and Debt Lists, Compare Strategies, Review Dashboard, Mark the monthly payment schedule, and check the specialized tools when needed. For Excel, open the included workbook and save a working copy. For Google Sheets, open the Access PDF, click the template link, choose File, then make a copy, and edit only your personal version. The Fitness Tracker bonus is a separate workbook and does not connect to debt calculations.